Welcome pirates, families and guests to the 2021 College Night. I'm Donna Miller, counselor for Point Arena High School. I'm the academic counselor. We do have another counselor now for our mental health. And so that's really great news around here. And I'd like to introduce our tonight's college speakers. So from Mendocino College, and forgive me if I pronounce your name wrong, Melissa Donegan. From Santa Rosa JC, Juan Arias. From Sonoma State College, Aaron Solorio. Did I say that right? And from UC Davis, Jacqueline Ross. So welcome tonight. Thank you for coming. And next, I'd like to introduce our math teacher, Joseph Swain. He'll be monitoring the chat room for questions you may have for our presenters. Joseph, did you want to say something about that?
If you need to, just go ahead and chat directly to me or to Donna, and we'll make sure that your questions get to the presenters or kept for later so that Donna can answer them later on.
Thank you. So I want to start with why go to college? Because that's I think a pretty good question. I want to let everybody look at this chart for a few minutes. You can notice that the salaries are increased based on education, and the more education you receive, the higher salaries that you will earn. So starting kind of like with the associate's degree, because you can see that less than a high school or high school diploma or no diploma or some college, your salaries or your earnings per week are pretty limited. So starting with the associate's degree of a weekly, because we're talking about college, weekly salary is around $900 a week. And this is just an estimate. Your bachelor's degree is about $1,300 a week, a master's degree, $1,550 a week, and professional or doctorate degree about $1,900 a week. And this information comes from the U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics, and from 2020. So I'm not sure 2020 what an accurate year that was. So, but anyway, that is the latest information that they have out on earnings. And so that's one of the reasons why it's important to go to college, not the only reason. So where do you want to go? For some of us, we conjure up exotic places we want to travel to and immediately start making plans. But when I ask students what they want to do after graduation, I often get truly a polite, I don't know, or I'm not sure. I tell students planning for after graduation is like planning a trip. You can always get in the car and drive around, but if you don't plan where you're going to go or how you're going to get there, eventually you'll run out of gas and money. So the advantage of planning a trip holds true for planning your future. And for lots of us, it's confusing because we find ourselves with way too much information and we don't know what to do with it all. So tonight we're going to help make the process easier and informative. So pirates, let's start charting your course, the course for your future. So before you head off to college, trade school, or a job, you need to graduate from high school. Here are the requirements for graduating from Point Arena High School. So I'm going to let you, parents, I'm going to let you and students look at the slide for a little bit. You've probably seen it. We have something very similar in our curricular guide. And I'm always here too if you need to talk about this further. So we have 4 years of English, 9 through 12, 3 years of math, and you need algebra to graduate from high school. Social studies, 3 years, and that includes world history, US history, and when you're a senior, your civics and economic course. A year of visual and performing arts, or a year of foreign language. 2 years of PE, and elective classes, which right now our elective classes are art, ceramics, theater, band, percussion, shop, ag. Of course, these classes change over time. In addition, at Point Arena High School, we offer support classes for students who need extra assistance in math and English. And we also offer, just about all of our teachers offer tutoring for students, and they do tutoring by appointment. So if you'd like more information about graduation requirement, you can email me with your questions or put them on the chat tonight. Or if you'd like to make an appointment to talk to me, I will be putting up my calendar, my schedule next week on Parent Square. So this next slide talks about the specific requirements for CSU and UC requirements for entrance for college. And our guests will be talking more about this topic in just a few minutes. So you can see for history, social studies, the years, there's 2 required. For English, 4 years. Mathematics, 3 are required. And if I'm wrong, they will certainly correct me. Algebra, geometry, and algebra 2. You need 2 lab sciences, but 3 are recommended. 2 years of foreign language, but 3 years are recommended. 1 year of visual and performing arts and 1 year of college prep elective. So lastly, you might want to know about how you're going to pay for college. And so later this fall, we're going to have somebody talk to us. We're going to have a Cash for College night, and we will help get your seniors signed up for the FAFSA form, because it's very important that you fill out the FAFSA form, not just for college aid, but you also need it for lots of scholarships. So now you probably have questions on that. You can hold those. Stay tuned for more information. The last few years we've had Cash for College in November, so I'm expecting it's probably going to be about the same time this year also. So now I'd like